As part of my media A-level, we were asked to create a film opening. We decided as a group to create a medical themed film opening. As you can see, we decided on the name Jam Productions as our production name. We decided on Jam because it was all of our initials kind of put together. We also decided on doing a red jam jar in the background because red kind of suggests that the film could be dangerous, or kind of suggests like blood and stuff like that. So at the start of the film here you can see one of our main actors, Matty, walking through. We decided to kind of add this scene in at the end of after we'd meant to be finished filming, because it kind of shows who Matty is, what his character is kind of doing. So you see he's kind of sat in a waiting room. This close-up here showing a form saying deceased kind of can suggest to the audience that someone obviously has died and that maybe Matty is in for the same fate. This is Lila here as well, our other main actress. A close-up of her hand holding it. You can also read here, it says new patient registration, which obviously means for Matty to fill out. So at the start of our film we decided to show different clips of the conical flasks that have the different liquids in that are in the end going to be injected into Matty. We chose to use food colouring and water just to give them more of a bright kind of like dangerous effect. Here also you can see we put in the titles. So here is, for example, Carly, who was our makeup artist. As you can see later on in the film, she did the makeup on Matty. So in this edit I've decided to add in videos of Lila and Jack here filming. This is just kind of to show what we were doing. We also chose to film in our school's science lab because it had all the props we needed and also was easy and accessible. So here you can see we've added in some warning stickers on the conical flasks to kind of, again, show the audience that they are dangerous, there is something not right about them. Here you can see Lila taking the one away that she mixed together. Again, here's some more credits, a close-up of the flask. So here you can see that Lila is holding a package with a syringe inside, which is used to inject the liquid into Matty's arm. We decided to show a close-up of her opening it because it kind of shows the audience that this is important and that it will matter later on in the film. After this as well, I added in some edit showing us filming this scene. So here you can see in the back Jacob and Jack filming from a high angle to kind of give a clearer understanding of what Lila is doing. So this is the scene where Matty is injected with the liquid. You can see as well his arm is being held down by a belt, which kind of suggests to the audience that he is either being forced to do it or like has no choice. So again, here I've added in some footage of us filming. So this scene we all kind of had to help, as two people had to hold the belt down. Lila and Matty were both acting, and then Jack was directing, Jacob was filming, and then we also had someone filming the whole filming process as well. So this was one of the scenes which was a lot more like in depth and had to be thought about. It also was re-shot a few times to get a perfect shot. So now you can see Lila walking away after she's done it, kind of leaving Matty there to see what happens. So this scene here, you can first see that Matty has got like redness under his eye, which kind of shows that the infection is kind of taking place. It shows the audience that he's almost in danger as well, again, because it's red. So throughout the opening we kind of chose to have different forms and stuff to suggest that the film was more medical, because obviously you normally see a lot of this in like experiments in hospitals and stuff. We thought it would just give the audience a good understanding of why what's happening, and that it is a dangerous experiment. So for this scene here, you can see Matty is, I don't know if you can see here that Matty has got sweat dropping down his forehead. So so for this scene I suggested that we used a pipette, which kind of like with water, to drop down on Matty's forehead to give the illusion that he is sweating from the injection. After, you can see here as well that Jacob is putting the drops of water down his forehead. So now you can see Lila is starting to walk back to the room that Matty was in after doing some other stuff. She is walking quite normally as well here, but as she enters through the door, she kind of starts to stop and speed up, because she now sees here that Matty is all infected and that he's taken a bad reaction. So the makeup, this is the makeup that Carly did as well. We thought it would add a really good understanding to the audience, because it if we had just left him like led there, it wouldn't be quite as effective. It kind of is more of a shock that he's got all these different marks all over him and that he is obviously dead. So this is a video of Carly doing the makeup. And finally, this is our film name, so we chose Clinical. We chose this because it almost sounds like medical. It kind of gives another suggestion that this is a medical thriller. We also went with red again because it is quite deadly, kind of gives the idea of blood, like something bad's going to happen.